hot start here, but I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Aurora come out swinging on this one, but I am going to pick G2 if I'm really forced to it. They're going to be starting on the T side as well. Aurora on the CT side and already jumping for a bit of information, which I'm not sure how much he got there for Woxic, but it's always a nice little trick early on to see if anyone is making their way up to A early on. They're not moving from B, so maybe he didn't see them.
Dude, kind of a wild setup in the CTs here. 4 of them over towards Banana. Slowly does it, and I'm hearing some chatter. We might not be live.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. That little tick is the kind that always makes you suspicious.
So it looks like no damage has been done. We should be absolutely fine. So restart here, and I think that's fine. It felt like we were a little bit rushed. We didn't get time to really break it down, Anders.
Yeah, we're finally into it, you know. But we did get started pretty quick.
Interesting to note, though, a 4-man B setup on the CT side, right? So that suggests that's an anti-strap. You don't see that in any pistol round. So it looks like they
feel that way.
They've got something up their sleeve. They've got a read, and it'll be interesting to see whether G2 walk into the Lion's Den there.
The thing is, if you're G2 and you go up second mid like that, you might think, man, what if we did get spotted? You probably heard Woxic jumping over there. If you think that you've got spotted, maybe you don't want to run the same strategy again. So maybe this restart for once actually could make a difference.
That's a good point.
Like, if they know that they weren't spotted, then fine. Nothing's lost. You could just do it again, and it's all going to be fine. But very curious how this one plays out. They got a lot of utility on that G2 side.
So Woxic alone towards top and middle. 4 players over towards B again. Looks like XANTARES presumably has the flashbang towards the coffin area, which he does.
He doesn't see them. It's an exact mirror. They're running that way in the middle of that second mid position intentionally to never give their position away. Some really fine details here early on. NertZ holding back, making sure. I mean, you're right about the anti-strat. If they do come up Banana, then look at what's ready for them.
It's an absolute fortress. The Julies, double Julies at the top of Banana with the flashbang. Jimfat to take the first contact here as well. It will come through, and the Julies holding their nerve, Anders. No one wants to give anything away just yet. There's the flashbang and the swing from the CTs.
This is actually a brilliant play for NertZ. He's lurked out that flashbang, like you said, and now he sees them. He even gets the headshot on Jimmy. And that leaves Woxic here with his trusty P2000. It's going to be Wakadi with the kill on NertZ on the other side, but Woxic's in a lot of trouble. He's honestly keeping his cool, though. He wasn't panicked there, but he still can't land the headshot. And Wrinkle instead will take him down. The bomb is going to be followed up now. And things just got a lot more tricky here for the Aurora side. Looking to retake this one. I don't think they have a kit anywhere on the map.
Very difficult retake indeed. Quite far removed from the bomb site itself. 4-on-3 disadvantage. XANTARES will have to go absolutely massive here. Julie's in hand, and a headshot found. It looks like it might be possible after all. XANTARES, double headshot with the USP. It's just down the Mattis now. I don't think he can hold on, and an incredible retake there. With no kid Anders, they make it work. Or I should say, XANTARES makes it work.
Yeah, I'd love to see those couple of kills from his point of view. They made that look so easy that it's almost like a little bit of a letdown, because that's a really tricky retake.
Absolutely.
I mean, the fact that the bomb was planted there meant that last apartments player was always going to have a really tough time stopping the defuse, but take a look at this here. This is the entry from Wrinkle early on, but XANTARES with the dualies. Follow-up from XANTARES, a couple of kills. You're right, headshots right off the bat there. It's Aurora retaking and winning in spite of being stacked on the wrong side of the map.
Absolutely true. It felt like NertZ had done enough there with the kill towards B.
Yeah.
Kept them on that side of the map. They had a bit of open runway in towards A. But still, the retake, too potent, too powerful. As you see the second round force spike come through as Wakadi to kick things off, though. He'll find NertZ, the hero of Banana in the previous round. He'll drop his Khalil. Hunter will recover it. Once again, stacking their numbers over towards this B side of the map. Great grenades coming through. Heavy damage. It will be Mattis to answer back, but there's another double from XANTARES, stepping up once again.
He landed an early grenade at the start of the round, and then the last 2 here. There's 3 HE grenades on about 4 players trying to make their way up Banana for G2, so getting completely shrapnelled as they try to make their way towards this.
Yeah, this force spy has done nothing for them. We know the Heavy God has got a deadly Desert Eagle, but now detected in towards the apartments. Not much he should be able to do here. Unfortunately, his teammate quite far removed as well. He's towards the boiler room, so just hoping for a cheeky 1-deke here. Maybe they get it, but you've got Jimmy in the pit, who's considered one of the best players in that position, Anders.
Yeah, it's good to see that he's still playing that on this new team. There we go. Heavy God ends up getting dropped, and that force spy doesn't really work out for them, I guess, in terms of the of the acceptable amount of success in a round like this one. You'd love a couple of more kills to keep the economy low, or a bomb plant, or anything really to add to it that you could sort of take away from the round and say, all right, it was kind of worth it, but not this time. Going to be invested into Deagles in this next round. But Aurora, I think their big challenge at the moment is probably the fact that their map pool, I mean, understandably so, is going to be all over the place. But if they could cement Inferno, which is still one of the really popular maps, then that's a great start here early in the tournament. Like you said right at the beginning, the fact that we've got Aurora and G2, this feels like it could be, you know, the semi-final or a quarterfinals in a big tournament. It's absolutely a gift to start with here at BLAST Porto. It's Woxic making his way a little bit further back. He doesn't have a lot of incentive to play that far forward because they know that there's not going to be a lot happening on the G2 side here.
Not much at all, I'm afraid. G2 hoping for a bit of a miracle here. The aforementioned Heavy God, Desert Eagle. They're going to crack things open, protected once again. Only takes 10 damage, a lot more now as XANTARES will find him. Nice passive hold from him. Woxic not as passive, but should be absolutely fine. Quite capable on the rifles. I think he's underrated in that department, Anders.
Such an essential thing when you're an AWPer in modern-day Counter-Strike. It feels like not a lot are getting away with being just the exclusive AWP players, and some of them don't even really, like Cyril maybe especially, seem to not even really stay on the AWP that much.
Yeah, he's the pure hybrid, huh?
Yeah, it's worth it.
Well, looking to keep it clean, but Wrinkle's got other ideas. He will find Woxic there. That's a nice Desert Eagle shot. Mattis parks himself up in towards the arch side, Anders. He's got a timing here. He has slipped the net somewhat. WP in the first gun round, if they so wish. You might not necessarily want it on the T side. They might even win this round, actually. Okay.
There's still a chance. 10 seconds on the clock. That kill is huge, though. They know that Wakadia is there because he is the other B player along with Kixan on this bomb site. So the fact that they knife Kixan towards Arch, they're still going to know that Wakadia is somewhere. But they just ran out of time, ultimately. They couldn't really take a slow fight there. That is still a very early on. I do like that. Look at this.
Very scary round. That was Deadpan, sure, but plenty of money found with the knife. As I mentioned, the AWP might be brought out early here, and they're not going for it. So Wrinkle will stick on the AK-47. They'll have everything they need, though. First gun round.
Position is still probably worth it. Nice grenade around the corner, but a lot of footsteps there as Wakadia makes his way down. AWP on the other side. That's a huge giveaway. They should know there's only 2 people on A. That's a lot to ask for. He would probably need a triple kill to make this round even viable. Oh, that's a great detail, though. And again, because G2 will know that it's Wakadia and Kixan that are doing
kill of the map as well. It'll be the first round on the board for G2. 4 players surviving. And as we mentioned, Kixan and Woxic over towards the B side of the map will save the AWP and the M4 and a little bit of util.
Big conversation about what kind of an AWPer G2 wanted to pick up. Now, my pitch was Martinez. Spanish player, I think is still super underrated, and I hope he gets a chance to really, you know, do some more work like they were doing earlier, where you're just trying to buy as much time as you can with the utility. Maybe that's enough pressure here. Woxic, again, getting pushed away with the ult. This time it was the Molotov landing at his feet. Kill for XANTARES might be enough to just cleanly win the round. That surprised that Hunter gets to live through this one. Woxic recommitting, and this time he won't take him down, but a couple of headshots is really close. But I think you're right. Like, he's so active in the pit looking for the kills instead of hiding. And that's probably, like you said, to try and create that scenario where he's fighting them one at a time.
Which he did get, man, on top in the 1v1. But here's Woxic's great efforts there with the AWP. Gets 1 kill, and Wrinkle almost got it over the line. But bested by the close range Kixan and his MP9. He'd hit Wrinkle. Felt like he had a real chance there. Yet to see his AWP. Probably won't see many of them on the T side of Inferno.
Yeah, that's a good point. It does 3 scoreline, or sort of 3-1 scoreline. What am I saying? 4-1.
You got this.
Hard, Henry. I got there eventually.
It's the first game of the day.
It is the first game, yeah.
You're right.
Math is just not my strong suit, so below.
Really brutal affair here towards Banana. They did not want to give it up to Aurora.
I'm excited for the protocols that they've got set up so early on. Look at the swing back here. It's Kixan again. You mentioned there's Kixan coming out, and again, also an unlikely position for him to be in. Matt is now realizing he's got the bomb on his back, and his teammate in Heavy God is starting to get there. They do swing for it, and Mattis!
What promising. Everything was going so smoothly, Anders. A bit of over-aggression there, trying to hump some information, and it's a great sequence from Mattis, to be fair to him. Set them up maybe with the advantage here as well. Bomb will be planted.
The lineup is nearly there. Mattis with another headshot. How has he done that? 3 kills in the round. They did get the sense, but Heavy God is not going to let his team down. And now G2, they'll capitalize on all the damage from that previous round and into this one. Mattis, what a madman.
They call him the Mad Dog.
For good reason.
Well, that is an absolutely massive round. Not only in terms of the finances, the score, Aurora as well. You had that round in the palm of your hand, and I don't want to say you fumbled it, but the over-aggression there towards Banana, trying to get that information, setting Mattis up for a lovely double kill. That one's going to standardly wins the round for the Mattis. Triple kill, and finds a second for G2, and as Anders mentioned earlier, the money will be in absolute shambles here. And we'll see, you'd think this is the team that wins the round, Anders. They're getting all these kills. Look at the damage done. 4-on-2 situation, and then this happens.
Swings that wide against him. That makes it so hard for him to get the follow-up headshot, but...
Very, very impressive. So, it has to be the force spy. That turns this...
Almost landing the triple, and with 7 seconds on the clock. They were going to bomb plant here, but that nearly slipped out of their grasp.
Okay, I didn't think Jimmy stood a chance there. Gets himself a double kill. I don't think it helps him win the round. Keeps things exciting, keeps things tense. And it looks like they're absolutely fine. Well done to Jimmy.
Yeah, XANTARES, like you said, exit kills here are going to be fine. Woxic trying to make it expensive. It's not a bad round. That should have been a clean bomb plant.
Well, they get a XANTARES AK-47. Now, we've said for years, Anders, that his weapon of choice, CT side, AK-47, this is where he does his absolute...
Feels like it. I even feel like you can see it in the confidence level in the game for him. He seems like he wants to take more fights. Like he's just that much more confident in getting those kills. I can't really blame him.
Let's see.
Perfect. And Wrinkles made sure that no one else is going to be able to pick up that rifle either. So this is the kind of smooth round that G2 were looking for in the previous one. They'll get it here instead, so that'll tie up the game. Wakardia so blind, but Woxic's there on the backup. Kill.
Okay, the round is still alive, Anders. Still, G2 have a good shout on this one. And what a boost. It's going to actually deny the plant. Thinking on their feet. 3 versus 2. Round not necessarily done, but a lot more pressure now for G2.
Yes, there is. NertZ kind of marching on.
Considering the buy they had as well, you'd think that just cannon AWP for Woxic manages to get that double kill. And... being quite aggressive with it as well. No fear on that second peak to find the second kill. All of a sudden, the round is yours. So that's a huge injection of cash here. Aurora not out of the woods.
Told them early on. Wonder if G2 wanted it because they've been boosting or stacking. Like you found a kill on the other side. Headshot onto Kickstand in the back, but they are committed to this A push. They can't really fall back. And Woxic dodges the flashbang, finds the kill, nearly the nose.
Players that side of the map, Woxic had to hit the no-scope. A lot of close-range activity, unable to deliver the goods this time. It will be 5-5. We set the monies in a precarious spot for Aurora as well. This is not even real, maybe a partial buy. You can get like upgraded pistols, I suppose. Woxic needed this no-scope to connect, and unable to find it. Mattis with another double kill. Takes his total up to 9 and 7. It's because XANTARES, I think he's crashing out because he got the dink, but not the kill.
Yeah, that's a good read. I can't believe he didn't hit that no-scope. I can understand why he's frustrated as well, Woxic. That was within range where you feel like you're going to have it. It feels like that would have been it.
He's known for those sort of plays. G2 Aurora, USPs, P250s on the retake here. If you could even call it a retake, that's going to try and get a couple of kills.
Yeah,
here we go.
Charging right under the half here. And Aurora, it's such a shame because I really feel like they had Banana on lockdown. They had a great economy going.
Massive clutch scenario. Final round of the half. Heavy God and NertZ working in tandem. Can they fend off Aurora on this retake towards short?
Oh, he's already set up so well for it before they even really get a chance to coordinate. And on the crossfire, NertZ
go on.
They make it look so easy. And XANTARES walking straight into the open. Finds that first one, but time.
So, CT's with the advantage here.
To close it out, but that was a smooth pistol round.
We talked about Jimmy in the first half being one of the iconic pit players. Heavy God's definitely in that conversation as well, if not the best. So you got 2 of the best Inferno players.
Of course, we do have Spirit and Dendele coming in as the second game, and it's going to be a real uphill fight, isn't it?
You got any hot takes for me there? Dendele, can they step up?
I'm surprised that they managed to even get Anubis through the veto to begin with. I would have thought that would have been instantly banned out by G2. I'm kind of happy that it's not. I'm actually taking a bit of a liking to the map recently. There is a world in which you get the right dink on the right player here, and maybe you can find a bomb plant, but it's highly unlikely. Smoke up in the middle. There's that burst to take down Woxic now.
Loses
that kill onto Jimmy at the start of it. So, yeah, they hold on. It was always going to be unlikely, but you never really know. 9-5.
We can really hope for maybe a couple of Deagle kills in the mix.
Such a shame that they couldn't win the pistol on the second half here, Aurora, because it means we're going to have less of a chance really to see them do anything on the T5. You're going to have almost no runway whatsoever. Again, pushing pretty deep down on Banana, which is interesting to see G2 try and do this. I wonder if they're going to keep it up later on in one of the most solid pairs of hands you could find.
One of the GOATs. Good work. And we will take a tactical timeout now. A chance for Ash to get stuck in. New coach for Aurora and their new look international squad. Leaving the Turkish. They're trying to contend for trophies at this point. Like, they were always a reliable team to get to the playoffs, but you wouldn't expect them to make a grand final too often. They're kind of a one trophy a year kind of team right now. It's a new look. Ross, get out of there.
He's done so much damage, and we'll even find the last one. HE on Woxic. What a play from NertZ.
I don't think NertZ is worth 3 kills there. Hunter providing the utility to close things out as well. They can buy, but it's a rough one. It's like averaging $4,000 per player. Another timeout.
There was a moment there where it felt like he'd kind of lost touch a little bit.
I mean, Liquid will do that to you.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, Henry, but...
I'm just joking. Let's having fun. Everyone relax. Fantastic idea. They don't see it coming at all. And all of a sudden, it's back
on this side of the map. But he could be...
Well, he definitely heard something.
To stop, but yeah, now he definitely knows. He doesn't realize the player behind him, but still, he's managed to intercept at least one of them, and that's the huge round as well. More up here. Very uncomfortable when you're just stomping onto a bomb site like this. 10 seconds on the clock, and they're already waiting for him. Hunter with a confident peek to take him down.
Anders, I will reiterate one final time. Aurora were up 4-1.
Oh, I know.
They were looking like they were having a great time. Their CT side, there's banana stacks. 3 or 4 players there. Every single round, everything was going so well. One round falls apart, and they find themselves a map point here. Sure, it's G2's pick, but it felt like there were so many opportunities for this to be a much more competitive game.
It did feel like the plan...
As Mattis maybe bites off more than he can chew. There have to be a swing here. They need kills. NertZ needs a reload and gets a smoke down as well. Perfect play.
And then Hunter's showing up just to make it even worse. Someone is on that side. Now they're actually going to be wrapping around. It's NertZ just taking care of business. Another triple kill for him will land G2, the early map here in the series. A 13 to finally make it out. Trying to fight to the death here. And eventually they will turn it into that A split like you mentioned. Jimmy in the back. Good headshot. A little bit of a desperate burst perhaps, but he will pick up another one. Wrinkled. This is too much of a fight. Eventually XANTARES showing up from the high ground to take him down. Honestly, great work from Jimmy, obviously, but Woxic, even that one kill in the middle before he goes down, it's pretty huge.
Yeah, a lot of pressure across the map there as well. Hunter trying to fake the B bomb side with the smoke as his teammates get ready for the A splits. Woxic, as you mentioned, did very well, delayed them and got a lot of intel as well. And then, yeah, Jimmy stepping up massively with the USP. Gets himself a nice little double here. Really clean with it as well. An S-tier tournament, to say the very least.
And especially with Vitality finally showing some cracks in the armor, and Spirit obviously coming off of a recent victory as well. It's all really exciting. It definitely is.
Avoided towards that fountain position. Good first kill from Jimmy. Pressure being applied now. Wrinkle has got that, but Woxic with the trade, and they'll continue with their winning ways here on the CT side of Anubis. Their map pick, and they're looking very good. Fantastic retake, Anders.
Yeah, that's super important. Awkward position for Hunter at the start, trying to wedge himself into the corner. Favorite thing to point on this map. It's especially true with Aurora.
Yep.
You'll see XANTARES when he's playing solo in the middle. He'll throw up that early smoke to make sure that he's not getting rushed down. When he doesn't smoke it, that should be a really clear sign for the T side that Woxic might be playing middle instead. So no CT smoke, you've got to be thinking about where that AWP is playing. And you see that mistake made quite a bit where people peek into the middle, you don't see a smoke, and then boom, you're dead because of the scope on the other side. So it's one of those things to watch for.
Tactical timeout for G2. See if they can work things out here. Bear in mind they were down 4-1 on Inferno as well and brought it back in emphatic style. It was very convincing towards the end, so still a lot of work to be done here, but the idyllic start for Aurora has been found. Bouncing back from the deficit on Inferno. Got the AK in hand of XANTARES. He's 6-1. They came through. You could see there was so much pressure being applied. Already had that man advantage and just really well played there. Nice layered execution in towards the A sites, and it's down to Jimmy to hold on to the AW. That's the AK gone. What's the money looking like, Anders? It looks pretty good with saved orb. I think they've got at least one solid buy here. 4-1, same scoreline we saw in Inferno.
That's something we're going to be really thinking. Like, if you can keep it, you're almost got 1 foot in the bomb site.
Denying the CTs that control, that information, the chance to push it. Yeah, that's what it's all about. You'll see him there pretty much every single round. Sometimes aggressive, sometimes sneaking through, or just holding for the CTs, hunting for information as mentioned. So, tactical timeout
to open up this entire side of the map if you can. Wrinkle does miss just the elbow nectar, and now they're pushing through the Molotov into Kicksan, who's waiting. Could have been a bit of an issue there.
I'm not sure that was the play, Anders.
I don't think it was, because NertZ, look at how deep he is.
Running through the incendiary, such a gamble for G2 there. The fact like you're putting all your eggs in the basket that the AK is going to find a double kill when he's running through flames there. You've got the AWP to try and trade, which he did, to be fair, but got taken down eventually. A bit of a scramble from G2. Not
you're right. Oh, what a shame, though, because unfortunately these rifles are being deleted very, very rapidly. Jimmy wanted to be the late lurk to get in there. Instead, all he gets is the exit kill onto NertZ. And again, cost them a lot of rifles.
It really has. Now they're in financial turmoil. Hunter leading by example. His first 2 frags of Anubis there, Anders.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Really nice little sequence from him.
But it does seem to be a bit of a feature of their setup.
It's going. There's a tag.
That's actually kind of huge, but he is not realizing there's a player coming in from Camus. Keep the AK alive, and maybe force up a deagle or 2. Woxic, he wants the AWP though, so you got to be careful you don't expend too much cash in some of these rounds.
Got to be careful in general. You've got Jimmy with the AK-47. We know that game Aurora, as you mentioned, 5 rounds on the CT side, already a pretty impressive half. See if they can find a couple more. Money's okay with the saved AK. Woxic can buy his own AWP, I should say. Tactical timeout, the second one used by Aurora. You can feel this one slipping out of their grasp somewhat.
I feel like they've been aggressive outside of A and a little bit outside of B. They haven't yet tried to push middle on the CT side.
Well, they haven't really played middle.
Yeah, that's true.
They never have anyone there. Which is,
don't do it.
I'm assuming that they're throwing smokes from spawn to suggest mid presence, but we'll see what setup they bring to the table here. Woxic, his spawn not clear as to where he wants to position at the start, where he wants to go for an opening pick. An aggressive maneuver. It was the Molotov that flushed them all out as well. They've definitely got some unique setups on the Aurora side. Some new ideas. It's looking pretty good there as a 5-on-4 in their favor, but Hunter outcalls them. Reads the situation well. I'm sure we'll see in the replay how uncomfortable that was for them. Molotovs were insane here. Flushing everyone out, all scrambling as Hunter, heavy god go to town.
Oh, man. You can see how that
G2 might have fumbled this round.
Kicksan might have actually big-brained it. He's picked up an AK, he's walking back, and they are slipping on the bomb here. They will get the bomb planted, but Kicksan, as he...
Hell of a shot. Wrinkle steps up, secures the round, saves the day. As they find 6 on the board there. It looked like a 5-on-3 that was going to be fumbled there. But no, though, holding their composure, managed to get over the line.
Beautiful flick from Wrinkle. Dan, I'd love to see a third map between these two teams, and I think for Aurora to get there, they might need this pistol round. Hunter, a shot right above his head, nearly takes him out here.
Yeah, I can't imagine a world no whether outside B, outside A, all he knew was the canals were clear.
Yeah, they might have thought that they were wrapping through CT spawn.
Exactly.
So I guess that's fair enough. Like, they obviously can't see the minimap the way that we can.
Yeah, towards middle.
Heavy God looks so smooth.
So they're playing a way where they don't know how to play them. It's the way they need to be.
Have to fend off the force fight here as well. Very, very important moment in the game here, and in the series as well. 16 teams here.
Completely blinded him.
That's a do or die moment. You get the smokes coming through.
Yeah, but he's playing a lot more towards that A side.
Well, he said in the pre-match interview as well that he likes to play his own game, have his own ideas, and we know he likes to go for aggressive peaks as well. I think HP got a T-side Molotov as well, but he just wants headshots, and he's on for the ace, Anders.
Yes, he is. A couple of health there. Oh, and he gets it. The hero, FAMAS ace.
You don't see many of Evans and one FAMAS, which was safe in the previous round.
Yes.
He finds his space, he finds his timing sort of thing to happen though, isn't it? Like, get yourself in prime position for map, one disastrous round, then they know.
And look at NertZ. He's so far forward on the map that they have such advanced warning that nobody is immediately coming through A. And when the smokes in the middle fade and they start to realize no one's pushing middle as well, and it's Kicksan, the captain of the team. He steps up with another headshot.
Gotta say,
yeah, it's running way too low already.
The man advantage as well, and that open B bomb site, you could see the idea there. Like you said, the retake util, they're trying to deny the plant. If the incendiary lands on the mark, they probably get that kill with the HE, and it's a very different round. 3 weapons in total. Iconic napkin there for XANTARES. There it is.
Almost gets the scope up, but you are absolutely on it. XAN takes one.
But money's not great for them either. Just want to grab that AK, does NertZ.
Third map, I believe, as well as Mirage.
It is indeed.
So that could be a thing. Again, I would love to. I just want to see more of these new teams. I feel like the more data we can scrape together, the more we know about them.
So calls for the tactical timeout. Can feel this one slipping away with it. They give up the 4-on-3 man advantage. And all of a sudden, the floodgates open. Aurora now on double digits, 10-7. It's G2 tactical timeout. Ash more than happy to oblige. Looking for that knockout blow. He knows if he can win this round, it's probably GG. Don't do that. Yep. Tactical timeout. G2 desperately need this run.
See them moving closer already. Mattis flashed into the corner. They've got to be pretty swift on their feet here, and that's just being held perfectly. Cardia also trying to escape that blast zone. They'll go down. So, you know what? You knew that round was not going to be working out. You get to save the AWP on Wrinkle. You get an AK on Heavy God. It's not the worst way to smoke, so there is definitely a chance here for the MAC-10 to do a little bit of work. There it is. Flashbang coming through, and there's the headshot to follow. Both of the two unhelmeted players, but wait a minute, a fourth! That would have been it. Woxic, though, catching NertZ again.
Wow.
Pushing out aggressively. That would have been a brilliant potential round of victory, but now he's committed to it, you're right. Oh, gets the first flick, but Jimmy's there to back it up. It's 12 on the side of Aurora as they push us a step closer towards Mirage. That's the deciding map here. Great effort for Heavy God. You got to give him credit for that one, but it just wasn't quite enough.
Wasn't quite enough indeed. Overlooked, triple kill again. Couldn't really do much more with it. A different time now. Like, he is actually very good with the grenades.
And with 45 seconds, it's Mattis defeating just Wacardia. A 1 versus 2 with 35 seconds, and he's already tagged up, trying to fake the plant here. He could go away.
Do it. From CT Spawn. He's actually pretty quick in towards Heaven, Anders, but does he want to commit to this until his teammates arrive?
Really scary if you do. He cannot. Hunter takes him down. I thought there was an opportunity for him to maybe sneak in a kill on Hunter, and that would have made it really interesting.
Great effort, has to be said. Wacardia hasn't done a whole lot here on Anubis, 7 and 15, but had a chance to close things out there. So a lifeline here for G2. Admittedly, they need a bit of a life raft, but we'll see whether this is where they can start to establish themselves financially, at least. It's going to be Heavy God on the MP9, which is fine. You're up against a foe.
I think you're right. And even if not, they're going to hunt him down. He knows it. Wrinkle, very smart. It is an intelligent play for him to not deny. But he did get the leg shots. We already had one ace with the FAMAS. Would have been fun to see Wrinkle.
RS 3,900 to be exact. 44 for Jim. You can justify a partial buy here. I don't think they will, but time will tell. It's getting a bit tense now for Aurora. G2 are now established. They're going to have everything they need in terms of util and rifles. I think there's a couple of saved AKs in the mix as well. Let's see if they can do it.
By now already. Switches out for the AK, but they haven't managed to put anyone out in the open. Mattis with a good headshot. Heavy God on the follow-up spray. It's 12-10 now. We're getting close to that OT.
So they'll get $2,900 into the next round. We talked about the financial struggles here. Bit of a gamble, fully investing in the previous round. But a one-round game. Looking for overtime. They're going to upgrade to 3 AKs now on that CT side. The AWP for Wrinkle, which...
it would have been sick if he could have at least had a chance there, Kicksam, but instead it's G...
So...
NertZ on the defense, and it's Wacardia who tried to get through. They needed their own kind of Heavy God here on the T side to go down. G2, great combination of playing more passively and buying time with the utility.
A little underwhelming, though, from Aurora to close things out. Yeah, I agree, Ash. This is not the team that looks like they'll be winning this map right now. That's quite an ugly round.
God with a kill each, and it'll be Hunter to close out the round for a good double. G2 pick up another one.
It's really nice work from G2, don't get me wrong, but they are looking like the CT side.
Oh, you're right.
I hate to see that. Yeah, there's a complete collapse here, I'm afraid.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. We play to win now. Come on.
Yeah, I guess that's all you can say. CT side of G2.
You brought up something interesting. We've got NertZ somewhere in the middle, but about 25 seconds as they make their way in with the bomb onto the B bomb site now. They're calling it through. They know that it's coming. There's Jimmy gone, and NertZ, he's jiggling around that corner. He puts a quick end to it, 16-12. What a comeback for G2. 9 rounds in a row, Henry.
Never back down, never surrender. 12, 7, and 9 rounds in a row. You're dead on. Shout out to NertZ. Great recovery of his game.